proper attire. And hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the long-awaited return of Resident Evil Resistance. And I just got fucked over by random girlies. Suck my dick. I want my Becca. And a girl stole my girl. Asshole.
Free? Yeah, we're doing some resistance after like 2 years.
Pretty much, yeah. We both did.
Hey, like I said though, give me credit. I've been pumping those Far Cry 4 parts out pretty good.
I haven't gone and looked, but yeah, you're about up to 6 now.
Well, actually, I'm uploading 7 right now. I'm supposed to uploading right now.
Yeah, well, technically it's only 6 at the moment.
Yeah, no. Then after that, I'll upload that RE8 demo.
Yeah, for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, we recorded.
Yeah, me and him. Everybody's already played it and seen it. I hadn't seen nothing, so first time I even saw anything about it myself.
Man, you sound like an idiot.
And we only
managed
managed to clear the castle.
Really? Yeah, I know, because we were so confused on the first demo. I shouldn't have chose that goddamn demo first.
Oh, my birds. The cage has found
Well,
you.
like, if we... Yeah, like, I don't know, like, if it was just so unclear as to what we had to do,
like,
it just...
Like,
I couldn't follow where I was going.
Like, I figured you had to do something back there behind that shack, but I was like, well, what do you got to do? I mean, seemed like there wasn't nowhere you could go. But then, like, I noticed...
a lot of it was... So what?
Then I noticed that little destroyed wall. I was like, I was thinking in my head, watch, I can climb over this.
I saw that too, the first time.
I was like, let me guess, I can climb.
But I skipped it because I didn't think I could climb it.
I was thinking, watch, I can climb this, and I feel like a dumbass, and I was right.
Yeah, like that's
locked.
Because I was like, what the hell am I doing here? Like I found the what's it called?
Door's always in the way.
The gunpowder.
I'm surprised
But I
it
didn't
took you
think
that long
to
to
go
find.
also
I made
where I could
that
climb
one
it.
easy for you.
Because I still get used to the whole idea that Ethan could actually jump over shit now. Because that wasn't a thing in 7. So
Yeah, I know.
you're not gonna think that you could jump over fence and stuff. And once you do it, it's just like, okay, that was weird.
Yeah, you might as well say we're gonna lose this one already.
Because you're already dead. And
Well, what the just sat on there.
Is it? Yeah, but isn't that part for horse? We always lose the first match.
Rarely we ever don't.
I'm surprised you lasted this long.
Wait,
No
or
way
so-
through.
you mean rarely we do, or rarely we?
I mean, rarely we ever get lucky and it actually goes well in the first match.
Well, yeah, like the guy we're going up against is level 66, and it's fucking Alex, so we might as well just go out and lay down our guns and just wait in the main room because after this bitch.
Disappointment could be a variable in the efficacy of the virus. How do you feel?
Too much infection.
Okay.
Okay, you need to remind me to go and pick up a new controller tomorrow because
What's wrong
I
with
can't
the
stand
one?
this controller anymore. It's the thing with my left trigger, or my right trigger.
Same better
Like
days.
every time well, it's like I go ahead, I hit the aim button, and immediately I fire, so I waste a round. And it happens like in almost every game. Like I think also my left is getting kind of bored. So in a game where you gotta have to press, where you have to hold the stick down to sprint. It's like, oh, I can't sprint. So I have to really mash
Where are you
it.
gonna get one?
What?
Where are you gonna get one out?
A key. A rush of
Get one
hope.
out.
Do not let it overwhelm you.
Saying where are you gonna get a controller at?
Probably Walmart. It's the only place I can reliably
Intense
find like
cardiovascular response. Good.
Xbox One controllers anymore.
This could be the most
You might as well
I went
get,
to, like,
you can get one of the new controllers. You have the Series S
Yeah,
X
but-
controllers.
I don't think that would be compatible with it. Would it?
Now that
Yeah,
you're warmed
they work.
up, let's really test you.
No, they work, trust me.
Would they?
No, they confirm they'll work with Xbox One.
Stubborn little things, aren't you? Very well. I shall move
I guess
this
I
along
guess I
manually.
could give it a shot. But then again, I don't know if I want to spend more for like a newer controller as opposed to just
I mean, you only have to,
spending
I'm
like
saying,
20 some bucks.
Or you could buy it
Well,
offline, which is always
Been
cheaper
disappointed
most
for
of the
my
time.
study if you hadn't made it this far.
Yeah, but then again, I also have to wait for shipping and shit like that, and I'm already impatient enough with waiting for that kind of stuff. I'm still waiting on my fucking Mortal Kombat hoodie to come in.
No, I'll say it ain't coming.
It has Wish has until the 10th to get it to me,
Oh, this month?
and of this month, and it had to ship from China, which I think it did. It's supposed to have left mainland China about.
I remember I bought some masks.
I want.
I remember I bought some masks and it
Bought a
took
mask?
forever to get here.
But did it actually show up? Though?
Yeah.
Okay, because I've seen a lot of reviews from people who used it and who used Wish, and they said that they waited for like over a year or something, or they got
Well, I
ripped
didn't use
off and
Wish.
stuff like that. Oh well, there you go.
I used Amazon.
Yeah, like I don't. I never even
You
go
have
on
the honor of being
websites
the
to order
first
shit.
to witness the
I just happen
fruition
to see it
of
and
a
it's
new
like, well, I
research
really
project.
want to help you so I'm gonna
Well,
buy
thank
it.
you.
Even the perfect seed cast
Fuck
on
you,
the
Abby.
stone will never grow. And so too, my beautiful research was wasted in your
Oh my
pitiful
god,
blood.
am I seriously acting like a fucking annoying Valor who was using only up?
Fuck you, Ivy. Oh, I can tell you that my
Did
Jane.
you go?
Huh?
Did you ever go back and watch that video with that annoying Valerie and see the part I was telling you about?
Where she was doing nothing.
Yes, we were literally busting our asses off to break that canister.
Did we win
See
or we
how you
lose?
handle this.
I think we barely won.
This data is excellent.
Or I don't know. Actually, I think we might have lost, but literally we got.
Will you even
We were
reach the final
busting our ass to
conflict?
break that thing,
We'll
and then
tear.
right as you turn around, there's Valerie standing right in front of the door, just standing there staring at us, doing
was supposed to
nothing.
be for me.
I was like, "You fucking bitch! Are you serious?" Literally, just
Hey,
stood there.
Didn't we like we're at the door waiting and she didn't do anything?
Like, she did that entire match.
I hope
Like,
the
there's a
fans
couple
have more
times
interesting
in the
deaths than
video where you actually play for the to do it, and you hear me bitching about her using them up the whole time. But that one time in the third stage when we were breaking one of the canisters, she's just standing there watching. And then as soon as you turned around
An
and run out the
infinite
door,
amount of hope,
she's just
but
standing
not for
right,
you.
just standing right in your way.
Take the key.
Just
but
staring
do not
at you.
Cloud your vision.
I was like,
You will
are you
still
fucking
die.
kidding me? Look, I literally retroactively got pissed off watching the video over, and I was like, I was acting like she could hear me from like beyond the void.
Just a bit more. Shit, when's this thing gonna be ready?
Oh, I'm an idiot. I was literally getting pissed off by that other Valor nothing, and I literally just did the same thing. I forgot I bought a shotgun.
You're Kidman, right?
Yes, I am Kidman.
No, I'm Kidman.
And you got a shiny leather axe.
Thank you.
That keeps teleporting in front of me because Mastermind's got shitty connection.
I don't say it on my screen.
Oh, trust me, you were teleporting.
No, I'm saying, usually when it says somebody has a bad connection, it'll tell me. It ain't saying that right now.
We've been growing something special
sure?
for moments just
No, I
such
promise
as
you, it would
these.
tell me if the
Enjoy.
mastermind has a bad connection.
Rather not
It would
deal
tell
with
me on
this shit
screen,
right
but it's
now.
not telling me that.
It's not saying unstable connection with Mastermind remote.
Cast onto stone
No.
will never be. And so too, my
Are you
beautiful
serious?
research was
Yes.
wasted
So
in
I'm
your
in a
pitiful
bad
life.
connection.
I guess, I mean...
Oh, god damn it.
Will you even reach the final conflict, or wilt here?
Flower
Ready to
jokes.
go.
You know, like if she made wrong because poison ivy type ones, I'd be like,
Extraordinary! I must understand how you're doing this.
damn it, I seriously just went the other way.
Yay.
Oh, I'm gonna leave my mark and do a little dance.
Door's locked.
I'm literally just gonna do it. There's only one fire dance.
God damn it, Frank.
I look like such a dumbass right now.
An infinite amount of hope.
I might be wrong, but we might get a B. Maybe, I don't know.
I think it's more likely to happen if we at least make it to the third zone.
Say, if we killed a lot of enemies, we somehow got through that stage.
Your survival
I
instinct is higher
didn't even
than
get taken
anticipated.
out.
I won't
So
make that
I
mistake
think I'm
again.
guaranteed that's screwed. All right, hold on. Check this.
Hack the flank.
Oh yeah. Don't know how we can do.
Alright, hack the item box.
I literally look like a douche right now.
Well,
Just wait till you turn around.
hang on. Ah, fuck it, let's just go. What the hell?
Hold on. Hold on. Watch. So close.
What even is that one?
It's called Check It.
Oh my god. Kick it!
It's literally Spider-Man 3 dance.
Oh, really? Whenever he was Venom?
Yes. Remember when he bought the suit?
Yeah, suit, yeah.
After
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Why?
And then he's like, yeah, he's putting his own role in the screen. He's just gonna be a total douche.
I mean, that movie's not Sam Raimi's fault, really. Kind of Sony's fault.
It's kind of whose fault?
Sony's fault.
I'm thinking.
No, 'cause you know-
learned almost nothing.
No, they were forcing him to do Venom. He didn't want to do Venom in the third movie, but he's like,
Oh.
okay,
Yes, I
damn.
am somewhat surprised
mean
you
Topher
survived
Grace?
so long.
See, I got a B. I was right.
Oh goddamn! I got it. See? Fuck off.
No, but Sam Raimi, like, he didn't want to do Venom in the third movie, but Sony kind of, like, kind of had made him do it, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I can understand the movies being shitty like that, but
Well,
there's
the third
some
movie
way.
ain't shit. It's just, you know,
Sam
some
Raimi made the movies as dumb as they were because that's his style. Anyone who knows Sam Raimi, they could forgive it.
No, the
because
first two are awesome. The third movie is still good in my opinion, but yeah, certain parts of it, you can tell Sony kind of fucked with it.
I seriously don't think that Topher Grace was a good choice for Venom.
Well, yeah.
Like, I think even in the comics and the original cartoon, Eddie Brock was actually a pretty beefy dude before he became that. So, Topher Grace just made no sense.
Well, you do know,
like the guy who played Sandman had.
Oh, he was the best part of the movie, in my opinion.
Yeah, like he would have been better off playing Venom.
Michael Bay Jill, my favorite.
And Kidman and a chocolate bunny.
Yeah.
Feels so good to be in this game.
And on my screen, you're tapping your feet.
No, you're just sitting on the Tesseract, occasionally staring at my tail.
You are too.
What? I'm sitting on the Tesseract?
Yeah, on my screen.
But I'm tapping my feet?
Yeah.
Huh. You're literally just you get your hands in your lap.
I keep forgetting to tell you about my January dream. I remember I was at school, and she was.
Yeah, go ahead, tell me this.
So I remember I was at school, and I remember she was the teacher for some weird reason.
Wait,
and I remember,
you sure it was actually January?
No, I promise you, she had blonde hair, the face, and everything. I was looking directly at her in the dream.
Had the same makeup and everything?
Pretty much. She just looked a little older. Not a lot older, just a little.
Like...
This isn't personal.
What, like...
I simply need to expunge your existence.
Screw you.
Yeah, about that, I guess. A little less, maybe.
Yeah, because she's like... How old did you say she was in this?
Right now? 21.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's born in 77.
It still floors me that Becca's actually 22.
She's older.
Yeah, she's a first grader, dude.
She's born in 76. That's same. I mean, Leon was born in 76.
If it's here, I'll find it.
Well, I mean, like I guess.
Wait, why did I say Leon? I meant Jill. Jill was born in 76.
I was doing the math, and it took me a second to.
I mean, Leon and January are the same age. They're both born in 77.
Wait, Leon's 22?
What's this shit
21?
again?
21. 21 and 98.
Jill's
22.
What? Jill's older than Leon?
Yeah, by a year.
Huh. I never would have picked up on that.
And of course, Claire is 18.
Yeah, Claire and Becca are about the same age.
Man, I don't know. Like to me, like January looks like she's 17 or 18 to me.
Well, don't they all though?
Yeah, yeah, they really do. I mean,
like
ready to do this.
Becca does not look like she's really got out of high school, especially when her outfit is a actual high school girl outfit. It seems like she would be 18.
Going.
Yeah, but my dream though.
Definitely.
But in my dream though, I remember, like I said, she was a teacher for some reason. I remember going to her desk and looking directly at her. I remember she was showing us a movie, but I don't know what it was.
Idly by while you attempt to use that.
It went from your dream to your nightmare because she showed you the Paul W. Anderson Resident Evil movie.
Oh God, don't remind me.
I knew that would get you going.
Well, I already told you, they're guilty pleasures. That's all they are. I mean, I would give the movies this. I mean, they're good, fun, dumb fun, and the music's actually pretty good in them.
Now it will be
Oh wait,
Just-
you said Mila was actually good. You said?
Even should you
I said the
proceed,
music's actually
I
good
will
in those
not
movies.
yet.
Oh. Well, I mean, I think a lot of them were done by.
I am surprised.
But
I know the Umbrella song.
done by. That's Marilyn Manson.
That's not the Umbrella song with Marilyn Manson.
Yeah. That's why I love that so much.
Another path fades away from you.
Yeah, but that's why it's good. It's
People
Marilyn
say that-
Manson to me.
And people say that he's not a good musician because he has no original song. His most famous songs are somebody else's songs. What? No, he's actually got some pretty decent songs. It's just his cover songs better.
Your stubbornness is not admirable. You fight for mankind's.
There you go. Well, I just walk over. Oh shit! Come on. Oh wait.
What are you waiting for?
There you go.
This is the spot.
There's blood all over your face, by the way.
Sorry, Lee Wings. I literally got everybody pissed off. Like, had to stop it. Excellent steps over you guys.
He just fucking dies from a damn
slightly nearer to
pussyism.
freedom, but I will not. Cannot.
Fucking
Chocolate.
die from like I literally get one of you guys literally just shoots me in the face for being such a dick.
Well, you just stop making her pussy throb, Chocolate.
Wait, what? Who?
You need to stop making her pussy throb.
Who's?
Annette.
Oh. Oh, I making her pussy throb?
Probably. Her
I don't
husband sure ain't.
want Dan to make anybody.
Dirty tricks.
Her husband sure ain't making it throb.
Well, I mean, I somehow I get the feeling that Sherry is not William's actual daughter.
Why do you think that?
Milkman.
Damn, this is bad. Let's have a closer look.
I literally think that Sherry got all of her looks from her mother because her dad really was Milkman.
Well, he has that blonde hair. I mean, they both do.
Yeah, that doesn't mean shit. She could have just married a
Man,
guy
it
who's also
helps.
blonde.
Shit. Locked.
Sherry's actual father could have, like,
Well,
Milkman could have also been
like Yeti
blonde, so
112?
that's why-
Well, like Yeti 112 parody version of Wesker where him and Annette have an affair.
Yep, that's locked.
I don't know that part. I don't know.
I know you watched Yeti 112 because of me one
We
time.
must put an end
I
to this
watched the
terrible
first
chapter.
This
Resident
is
Evil.
unfair
First of it.
Nearly there.
With
That's a dramatic gopher.
Christmas predictions.
Brad,
Christmas
open the
predictions
fucking door.
and Taco.
Try Enrique when he's sipping a taco.
As funny as that part was, I still gotta go ahead and say that
It might take more
prediction
time
is the
to
best
find
part of the entire thing.
By the way, on the PlayStation 1 version of that scene, it is so funny when he dies. You know what he says? He's like, he goes, "Oh, umbrella," and dies.
What, Enrico?
Yeah. On that in the PS1
That was
version,
kind of
Everything I
forced.
need to succeed
he's
here.
like, umbrella," and he dies.
Well, this took some time, but at least
Yeah,
it's
then
done.
everyone's just like, oh man, what?
Well, you remember
You
how
say that
Richard
all
sounded?
the
How
time.
awful Richard sounded.
Yeah, the way you just interpret it, it kind of sounded like Rick or Rick and Morty. Umbrella.
Well, I sounded like Rick from Rick and Morty.
You said, yeah, you kind of sound like Rick the way he says it. Umbrella.
Umbrella. You dropped that
Come on, Morty. You get hurt to a car, Morty. It's the only way we're gonna get out of this. Like, when you were a kid, I implanted a microchip in your head brain that would allow you to turn into a car.
Yeah, I actually bought the. I actually bought the Blu-ray of that literally days ago. It came in the mail a few days ago. I got all 4 seasons on Blu-ray. I only paid $20-something for it.
Do you know that? With the guy on the bridge and he's got hands in his face and like Macaulay Culkin and Scream with that wide mouth. You know that painting?
What?
You know the painting of the Scream? Like, the guy standing on a bridge, he's got his hands in his face, it's just screaming.
Oh, no. Oh, you're saying Macaulay Culkin kind of based it on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I knew about that.
You've seen that painting, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I knew about that.
My brother, for Christmas, he gave me this picture that he painted, and it was literally that same painting, except instead of the guy screaming, it's Rick with his hands in his face, his eyes shut, with a big smile on his face, and he's laughing, and then he's got Morty like creeping up behind him with the sad look on his face, and then the Scream guy on the side of the bridge staring up at them, and there's Mr. Poopy Butthole like halfway up the bridge, just watching them. I was like, holy shit, this is genius. And it's like, I don't think he found a picture of it in the copy. My brother really painted that from scratch.
That's amazing.
And it looks amazing. Oh god, yeah, I gotta send you a picture of it. It looks so cool.
Please do. Yeah, I've only seen like 10 or so episodes of that show.
Really? Man, you got catching up to do.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I bought that.
4?
That's one of the reasons I bought that Blu-ray. It was cheap, and plus, you know, I mean, watch the whole show. I mean,
I know, it's like, oh man, it's just it's so goddamn funny. You don't even really have to watch all the episodes in order.
Yeah, I know.
Because they're so random, they don't.
I know. I did watch that snake episode that's known for.
The what episode?
The snake episode.
Snake episode.
You're the one where literally there's like a whole world, like with snakes, and they don't speak English. They all in just hissing sounds.
I remember the ones I can remember vividly are Pickle Rick.
Oh yeah.
Tiny Rick. The Mad Max episode where Morty had one massive muscular arm from like constant masturbating.
Yeah.
And I think the first or second episode where they left their own universe because it got destroyed, and then they killed the Rick and Morty from the universe they lived in, and then buried them in the backyard. And I think like a season or 2 later is when they actually dug up the bodies and showed them to Summer, and she's like, "What the fuck?" And they're like, "Yeah, these are your actual grandfather and brother."
Yeah, I know that show's known for that kind of stuff.
It was so random. Yeah, and what's funny is the fact that the Rick from the very first episode was apparently the same Rick who had Morty as his Morty, like Morty Prime. So that was Rick Prime. So it was just a weird dynamic with it. It was just like, I hope they do more episodes with evil Morty.
I remember another episode was the one where Summer literally goes up. It's like a different version of her, and she tells Rick and Morty, she's like, "Hey, let's make a multi-generational sandwich."
Oh man, that line sounds so familiar, but I can't remember it.
I remember that episode. I was like, "What the fuck?" She's a stripper.
I know one of the most famous, notorious episodes ever is, aside from Pickle Rick and Tiny Rick, is
among your peers.
the episode where they introduced the Beast
Man, you
Geeks.
sound like an idiot. Why don't you come out here so I can kill you?
Talk about that scene. Talk about that episode where they're like they force memories into their heads.
No, I'm talking about the. Well, that's one that introduced Mr. Butthole. The one I'm thinking of is one where Jerry wanted to learn how to
wasn't
golf
very
properly, but he couldn't, and the Mystics couldn't
That was
teach him.
stupid.
So he had like a million Mr. Mystics because they kept calling a new Mystics to help them, so that way they could die. And then the first Mr. Mystics is just sitting there, he's like all disheveled, his hair's falling out,
The
he's,
cage has found
really old, half alive. He's just like, I can't die. just because Jerry's too incompetent to learn how to fight properly. And none of them can teach each other how to golf, let alone teach him. Oh man, it was.
You ever?
That was one of my favorite episodes. I love
You
Mr.
ever-
Mystics.
You ever seen Mike Tyson Mysteries?
Wasn't that the Scooby Doo looking
Eight
one?
doors.
They do like
Right.
mysteries and stuff. It's funny as fuck.
I don't. No, I haven't. That
It is
Let 'em
so
pull
fucking
it.
funny.
Right?
Huh?
a key to open the path.
That's
to
Adult
further
Swim,
danger.
right?
Yeah. Rick and Morty is as well.
Well, yeah, obviously, I know that, but I didn't think that Mike Tyson was a legit thing, and just that's like a joke internet meme I'm seeing on the
Mike
internet.
Tyson Mysteries.
Yeah, I didn't think
No,
that
it's
was
real.
a legit thing.
It's funny as shit, too.
As is a general feeling
To
that
me, it was kind of
There's
almost
no
remind me
escape for
of
you now.
what was that one show called? Death Clock. Is
Yeah, I remember that.
that what it was called?
You talking about
Okay, yeah, so
Metalocalypse?
That's it.
No
yeah,
way through.
Metalocalypse.
That show was awesome
And-
too,
and
man.
it was-
If you're a metal fan, you gotta watch that shit.
I think I'm getting in trouble here.
And also,
And-
it's funny. I mean,
And well, I mean, it does take it used to because it's like it's hard. It's so random, and you don't expect it to be a
I
comedy
know.
because
I
it's
remember the
metal
episode
show, it's
where
like,
I remember the episode where they went to the grocery store. They ain't out of shop for groceries.
Exit's open. Let's hustle.
I'm saving my most interesting
He was looking
scenarios
at
for later.
He was in the
kind of
meat.
that kind of
He was in the meat section. And he was looking at
that
the
kinda
meat.
sounds
Waiting for my
like,
study if you hadn't made it this far.
well that right there kind of sounds like the that one
Get near me and I'll heal you.
that one video of
What's
characters
next?
from what was it it was what the fuck is it called? The one Valve game. The FPS, Team Fortress.
See him.
And where the guy was getting ready for a heist, so he had to go pick up clothes and at the store, and he calls the other guy. He's like, I can't find some clothes. He's like, what? The guy? He's like, soup. What do you mean soup? I'm in the soup pile. Well, get out of the soup pile. It's not but soup. What do you mean there's nothing but soup?
And I
I'm
mean-
at soup. What do you mean you're at soup? I'm at the store. Why are you at the soup store?
another reason
Quit
I-
yelling at me.
Another reason I like Metalocalypse is because I mean that music is made for
I
the
have
show.
other challenges for you.
Oh yeah,
It's
I
actually
kinda think
good, I
stuff
mean-
like that.
Damn it,
Well, I think
door's
like
locked.
stuff like that it saves costs, doesn't it? Because they don't have to pay a band to do it. It's like, well, the
Yeah,
stars in it
probably
would
Adult
write
Swim.
a
I mean,
song for it.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force is one of the cheapest shows they made because like what it was, how they made it was so cheap to make.
And Aqua Teen Hunger Force is like very, very reminiscent of South Park in their earlier seasons, where it was just
Oh,
being
Aqua Teen Hunger Force was. I love that show. It is.
From what
It is like. I mean, literally, the creators themselves literally only did 10 minutes or 11 minutes each
Not this shit
episode
again.
just because they know that most of the audience is high off their ass.
Wait, the shows were really short?
Well, I mean, like Aqua Teen Hunger Force, the episodes are usually like 11 minutes.
Hold it shut.
Oh, really?
And they
Like
knew
two
most of
episodes at
their, they showed like 2 or 4 episodes.
That
Yeah,
was
but,
stupid.
how short they are. But they knew most of the audience was stoners. They knew it. They said it in an interview.
This is quite unprecedented.
Well, I mean, it's like, would they have known that before when they first started the show? Like,
See
they
what
have
science
Well, I mean,
expected
I mean,
that
as
they're
you
gonna get
know-
only
Still
stoners?
resist me.
I mean, as you know how crazy the show.
As expected, your death was.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
like, that
The others will be more interesting.
though, right? Because it's like, would they have made the show strictly for stoners in the beginning? Like,
Well, man,
knowing
I
that
know what you
only
mean,
stoners
but,
watch the show?
Heck the planet!
Or
but,
did they just think that they're
Disappointment
just gonna
could be a
put
variable
it
in the
towards
efficacy of
people
the
with short
virus.
attention spans?
How
And,
do you feel?
you know, people with short attention spans are gonna
Yeah,
be
that's why I
stoners.
love Adult
They
Swim.
just-
And that's why I love Adult Swim. In my opinion, they hadn't changed at all. They still make good stuff.
Well, yeah, because they can get away with anything because they
And they
pretty much-
turn 20 years old this year.
Well, they promote them as an adult cartoon show.
I know.
so,
I mean, that's the point. I mean,
they can get away with whatever the hell they want. So it's like good for them. I mean, shit. Like, look at Matt and Trey. How long have they been doing South Park? And they didn't expect it
Since
to
97.
last more
Turn
than
off the
like a
camera.
season.
yeah, no, they didn't think it was gonna last long. But here we are now.
Yeah. It's like stuff like that. It's just like I don't know how. It's like how low were your expectations when you started the show? And then be nearly 30 years of
Well, I
recording.
didn't start watching South
Heart
Park
rate
until
and
way
blood
later.
pressure are
I say
elevated,
maybe
but no
2013,
significant adrenaline
12.
spike yet.
Well, yeah, you were only like what, 4 or 5?
Back on track.
Around that?
No. I already told y'all,
Didn't you say
damn. What year you think I was born?
Didn't you say you were born in 97?
Yeah, why would I be 4 or 5 years old in 2012?
Yeah. Oh, 2012. Okay. I heard wrong. I think you said like
What do you thought I
2002.
said?
I literally just said. I thought you said you were born. You started watching in 2002.
No, I said 2012 or 13, one of them.
Well, then damn, you
Ready.
really missed the boat on it. Again, I'm not one to plans. I'm really behind on
You
myself
have
hard.
the
Like
honor of
probably
being
like
the first to
at
witness the
least-
fruition
I mean, I was
of a new
15 in
research
2012.
almost
project.
15 seasons worth.
Oh, shit!
I'm probably at least about 15 seasons behind.
Oh,
If I were
what?
to go ahead and start rewatching it.
Oh, South Park?
Yeah, because it was what
In my opinion,
I've been watching
I
it
love,
when
I
Kenny
love
was
South
still
Park
dying in
because like the quality has never really dropped for years.
Yeah, and then imagine Matt and Trey's elation when they got to make add CG to this episode, they not have to use construction paper and shit like that.
Well,
Oh my
now,
god!
I
Oh
mean,
my god! I'm in the bottom of the map.
I feel like a damn
Glitch.
rat trapped in a maze.
I really teleported into green trees down below,
Great.
and the elevator is missing a lot of tires. Oh my god! Stop teleporting me! I'm red for the connection, and I can't focus on
Hey,
anything.
have you checked on the demo again and see if it ever reset the time? I mean, let's say if it tells you when it's available again, if it's gonna do it again.
Well, disconnected. Well, yeah, I'm checking it later.
I mean, you can check it now unless you're disconnected.
I literally, well, I
Where
don't
did that come from?
necessarily want to take too much time to do it, but are you still in the game?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I did disconnect, so I'll take a couple minutes to check that. Seems I just teleported all over the fucking map. That is not cool for somebody who's got bad ADHD. Like, I could not focus on anything. I was literally just
Why are you still
getting so
trying
irritated.
this? You will not succeed.
That's it? No, I gotta wait about another 7 hours. Fuck. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and hit the vape pipe and calm down.
And I don't vape. It ain't. I never cared for it.
I'm only doing it just how quick smoking. I don't intend on becoming a hipster that does it recreationally because, like, I haven't even used the expensive one that I just bought. I've only been using the free disposable that they gave me when they forgot to give me a battery. So, you just
I
get
can
a
barely
disposable
believe this.
alone. I've been going like
Growing
hours in
something special
between
for
like
moments just such as these.
Or
Enjoy.
even
This
using
is
the
just unfair now.
vape thing. Like,
Well, that person wasted
a lot for what I
right?
thought.
Don't
Damn,
fuck with
it
me.
is literally
I only
not
put this
responding.
here to
So
give
I
you
guess
false
that
hope.
time was literally just
One done?
before the demo would be available to play. Yeah.
Camera for a while.
That one done thing, huh?
'Cause it literally just took me right to the
Healing spray
village
deployed.
gameplay demo menu, and there's a 0 in the right corner, and there's no respawn, so I guess I can delete the demo.
Well, that's annoying.
I know.
Look at me. I'm part of a team.
I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
Bullshit.
Like I said, the game literally has days till it comes out. But
Was this the virus? Is that how you survived?
Actually, you know what?
I
Hey, we actually
I think I
won, by
might
the way.
not delete it yet.
Why?
I think I might not delete it, just an off chance that any progress we made will be carried into the game. Like, with me destroying that goat, maybe it'll be like, oh, now you don't have to do
Hey, we
destroy a
actually
goat
won, by the
in-
way, surprisingly.
Good for you. I got a C, and I got jacked. Because I got fucking kicked from the match. Shit.
Sorrow. Of course, the match we win, you get kicked out of.
I know. You tell me how bullshit that is. Because I was literally just glitching all over the place. I couldn't focus on anything. I tried to go over to the canister. Couldn't do it. Tried to go over and kill Frank. Couldn't do it. I was just flickering all over the place. I teleported below the elevator into the green goo. And then there's a bunch of like squares missing from the elevator. It was just like, oh. It really made me nauseous.
You remember that one Adult Swim show? I remember it was definitely made for fucking people on acid for sure. You remember that weird show where,
Like
It
all
was-
shows.
well, I know, but it was like weirdly weird CGI, and this guy had like a snake arm. He was like, I don't know, he had a fucking 44 Magnum. I don't know, it was weird as fuck.
You know what? I haven't watched a lot, if any, Adult Swim shows until Rick and Morty. Just because Rick and Morty had such a huge following, and because I love Back to the Future, and I know their names were just a play on
This outfit right here for
Doc and
January. Fuck, somebody left. But nothing. But man, like, oh, I've seen a lot of Adult Swim shows over the years. You know, as a kid, my mom told me not to watch it, but I watched it anyway.
Hey, what a coincidence! That's what it was like with me with watching Power Rangers as opposed to watching Ninja Turtles. My mom didn't want me watching Power Rangers because of all the rumors of kids pretending to be Power Rangers and injuring themselves, or kids getting hurt and dying.
Well, doing flips and shit.
Just beating each other up. And then, but I was allowed to watch Ninja Turtles because it was a cartoon. And
You know, the
grew up
first
with
movie-
that.
I know after the first movie from '90, they literally in the sequel they made it where they didn't use weapons really as much.
Wait, what?
The sequel to the first Ninja Turtle movie in '90, like the sequel to it, I know they kind of got rid of the katanas because of swords and shit.
Well, I mean, because they weren't fighting the foot much in that.
No, just parents.
Like
Parents complained.
Leo stuck him in the ceiling, and then he used them to pull himself to the air and kick two guys out. Michelangelo didn't even use nunchakus; he just smacked around a guy with a couple sausage links and pulled him over the counter, and then started jumping on him. Like there was literally no martial arts in those movies. It was basically just for the fun. The only scene that really had any real martial arts was in the first movie when Raph was fighting like a shit ton of foot soldiers
Hey, how come you're not in the game with me?
before he got injured. It wouldn't let me. You gotta send me an invite.
Oh, they already started now. I saw you join in though. Why weren't you in there?
I didn't. I tried. There was you were I guess you were already in the game, and I kept trying and it was not open.
Yeah, I found out something like Resident Evil Vendetta I didn't know.
What, that it's awesome and
No, not that.
bullshit that it's only on Netflix?
Little rebel child, all dressed in black.
Well, I'm already in the
You're
game.
scaring no one.
Who the fuck is that?
After this match, we'll join back up. But, no, Resident Evil Vendetta, not the CG series we're getting.
Oh, the one that... Oh,
The last one we got.
Becca, that's already been out. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
I didn't know.
Oh, you have found my little toy.
Damn.
But do not
Shut up,
expect to
Nicola, damn.
activate it so
I didn't know
easily.
this, but originally, instead of Rebecca, Shaba was gonna come back.
Yeah, do you really think that people would have jived with that?
But they didn't do it because they thought Rebecca fit better into the story. That's the only reason they didn't do it.
That sounds like a pretty weak reason.
No problem.
The
Well, that's the
main
reason.
would be the popularity of
You can move to the more dangerous
No,
toys
that's the
now.
reason.
I know.
That's from
My
Capcom
reason would be
themselves.
because Rebecca's awesome.
Locked door.
I don't think I love Shaba.
Why does this place have so many doors?
Yeah, but
Ah,
compared to
have a
Rebecca,
key.
I mean,
I doubt you will live to
but
use
the
it.
I think Shaba's underrated in my
bigger fan
opinion.
following. I just don't think she would have been all that great because it's like, you know, you want characters that are a bit more
The
relatable,
door
and
is locked.
you didn't
And
get
the
a
seconds
lot
of
of
your life tick away.
that with.
Well, as you know,
Shaba?
Shaba originally, in the original version of 5C, her character was going to be way different.
You found that?
Yeah, didn't you say she was gonna be
Oh,
white?
damn it! Put it there.
No, but like she was part of a rebel group or something at first. Then she became the BSAA. Then she joined the BSAA. And she was just going to be
I
an
can see
NPC character originally, not a partner at all. I think I've said this 1,000 times. I wish Capcom. I love RE5 we got. I don't care what anybody says. I love that game, but I think I would still love
Say again?
Capcom to. I'm saying, I love RE5 we got. I mean, I really wish Capcom would do originally what they were gonna do with it, like do a remake of 5, but do the original ideas they were gonna do with it.
Death does not take the oath.
But again,
Right, be quiet.
they had to
Be
go
happy
ahead
with the
and
fear you
I
see.
need one.
we're gonna go ahead
Be
and
afraid, young ones.
try to not to piss off the fans by making a whitewash white guy going through.
No, but like I said,
killing
man, look at if you want to look
bunch
at
of
video.
Africans.
Like I said, if you look at video, it talks about all the stuff that originally they were gonna do at RE5. It's an interesting watch.
Not a problem for me.
Yeah, but that's like again.
Kind of like
that's
it's
just
kind of
the
like
thing,
it's Sella. Except like originally, she was gonna die by a tyrant, and not the way she did in the actual game.
See, that's the kind of thing that kind of irks me with like a lot of game companies, literally bowing down and sucking the dicks of all their fans because, oh, we're afraid we might offend some people, so we're not going to make a lot of money. So it's just like, make the game you want. If people don't like it,
And also another thing, originally
fuck.
co-op wasn't the thing. They decided that later on.
Well, here's the thing. Here's one thing that really pissed me off about the like Mass Effect when it's coming up. Originally, you said you played 2 before, right?
Yeah,
Mass Effect 2. Okay, so you know the character Jack.
I think so. Yeah.
The tattooed big bald head, really hot.
Huh?
Well, originally her character was supposed to be bisexual because she makes a comment when you get to know her that she's been with men and women, but
Yeah.
the creators decided, no, we're gonna go ahead and make her only bannable by male shepherd because after the first game came out, Fox News did a report on it,
About the
calling
sex
it
stuff.
sex box, yeah, saying that oh, there's all kinds of like
Yeah, I remember.
sex stuff, blah, blah, blah.
Now, I remember
Parents
that
are getting
shit.
pissed off that the kids see
Now I
it.
remember that stuff. Like you can do sex stuff in it. Oh well, bitch.
Yeah, again, it's like,
Strange world.
why are people complaining when they're the idiots who bought
Doing it.
their kids because M-rated game, do not figure out what M
Take
means.
it.
That's
why I
what
don't
ESRB
even-
is for. That's
Instead.
That's why the ESRB
Yeah.
should ain't never being created. I mean, in my opinion.
well, I mean, it makes sense because it's like movie ratings. Like,
No,
you don't
no,
wanna
but I'm
take
saying it
kids to
shouldn't even
a
have
movie
been created
that
if people
turns
are-
into porn.
No, I'm saying they shouldn't even made it shit. That people are still mad retarded about it.
Well, I think they only created it just so that way people can go ahead and make violent video games without people land and say, oh, it creates violence in Columbine type situations. But it's just like, it's a fucking video game. But then you go ahead and create it, they create a rating system. So it's gonna say, okay, now you got games
Kinda like,
that are
I know
appropriate for
people be
kids
mad at me
and
when I
games that are for adults.
I know people get mad at me when I say this, but like lately, people were getting mad about Chadwick, the guy who played Black Panther. People were getting mad somehow. This one guy got the Oscar from him, even though he's dead. Look, people, oh my god. I know he's dead. It's sad,
Wait.
but oh my god, just because he's dead, y'all get all mad because this one guy gets like an Oscar thing from him, stole it from him, and they talk about it now. I'm like, oh my god, the guy's dead. Just because he's a big
Wait.
celebrity, like, god damn.
Wait, who got the award? The dead
I
guy?
can't remember who it was. Like some people say this one celebrity stole it from him and stuff back when he was alive, and I'm like, they only saying this shit because he's dead. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm not stupid.
Had a bullet.
No, it has to
Hey,
do with
looky
performance.
Lou, turning off the camera.
The guy
Spray
who's
deployed.
dead, he obviously didn't do as great a job as the other guy.
Okay, charged up.
No,
That's what it's about. It's
not really
all-
two things.
Well, you gotta
Well,
think with award shows, you know how that
All
works,
enemies will be
right?
destroyed.
The nominees are nominated by the fans, not the company. So if anyone has anyone to blame the other fans of the movie.
Well,
like
to me, it's two things.
that guy didn't
I
steal
don't
an
give a
award
fuck. I don't say
because
what I,
it was-
you know. I'm the type of person. I'll say what I gotta say. I don't care. You get mad at me all you want, but it's really two things. One, like I said, is because he's dead. Everybody's making a big deal. And the second reason, because he's black. That's the other reason. I mean, no shit. That's the damn biggest reason, because he's black.
Wait, was the guy that died not black?
No, he was. The guy that played Black Panther.
Oh, the who played Black Panther is the one that died.
He did.
me uncomfortable to be constantly watched.
Really? When
Hey,
did
I
he die?
thought you knew that.
No?
He died last year.
I don't even know his name.
Chadwick Boseman? I don't know, something. No, but that's what it is, because he's black and because he's dead. That's the only reason people get so fucking retarded about shit.
I do not know how you are still alive.
So who was the one that actually
but
got the
it will
award
not
then?
last
I
much
can't remember
longer.
who it was, but I get so tired of that shit. It's always race, I swear. I get tired of that crap.
Well, yeah, because that goes back to the thing with Mass Effect.
Well, I
because-
guess technically it's three things. He's black, and he's dead, and he's a big celebrity. Yeah, people treat celebrities like they're gods, pretty much.
Oh yeah, of course. But see, that goes back to the Mass Effect thing. Like with that, they did a segment called Sex Box, and they're talking about how this game's got so. It's basically a porno game. It's like it's not a fucking porno game.
Take that!
It's really soft core
Larry
porn.
is a fucking porno game. There wasn't even porn in it. There was
Stop
like no
watching us.
nudity. It was like
That's what I meant. It's like
you have-
soft core porn.
Yeah, because when you have sex with Yara in the first game, it's sex. She's got no clothes on. You see side butt and side boob. You see no nipple because her arm is blocking it. It's just implied sex. It's not like they're showing you like fucking mountain or behind, just
Besides,
ripping
in my
her out.
opinion-
But it's-
in my opinion, that's doing it that way makes it more creative. It makes your mind think, you know.
yeah, because it would show quick flashes and then it go to black, and then another angle and then go to black, and then the scene done. It lasts like less than 30 seconds.
Strange,
And then
but profitable.
people made a big stink about the fact that Liara was bisexual. It's like, you look at her, if you look at the fucking, what they said about her character in the, about her race in the game, and paid fucking attention, you realize her, yes, she looks like a human female, but her race is monogender. She has no gender. She can mate with any species, and even if they're female, and then and
Technically,
the Asari are the ones that get pregnant. An Asari woman can get pregnant from a human female because it's a mental pregnancy, not getting railed by a huge cock. And so it's just like it made a big stink about she's a bisexual character. She's like she's not even human.
Didn't think I'd
What
actually
does
get
it
through
matter?
that.
She's fucking blue, for Christ's sake. And then
Gotta
they
heal.
get characters like Jack, who mentions she's good with men and women, but then they take out the option for a female character to
Yeah,
have
another
sex.
thing, they're under EA. EA, one of the most awful developers to work
Ready to
under,
do
and
this.
they're lucky they got to do what they did with those games.
Yeah, like BioWare, like what they did in Trauma and
Young ones.
Dragon Age Inquisition. That's when they actually brought nudity into it. They actually showed full-on titties, like full on. They showed butt, they showed tits, and it's like they got away with that. But people made a big stink about the bisexual nature of it. So it's just like, why are people getting so up in arms about it? And so that
Just
makes
as I
people go
thought.
ahead and say, well, now you're gonna lose money because you're not friendly to like the LGBT people.
I
So
know,
you're not gonna
once you
have
attack
fans with that,
them.
you're gonna lose money.
Once you attack them,
Yes.
God forbid,
Yeah, so you
or
know
they
what?
think you're attacking them, should I say?
Yeah, so so now when the remaster coming out, they're not even gonna add any extra scenes because like, oh, this would cost extra money to change the story slightly. It's like, fucking pay for it. You're gonna make the money back by having a bigger fan base. You're gonna have gay and lesbian people behind you. Like the most they're really tweaking with it is like scenes like in Mass Effect 3 when
Stop resisting.
female Shepard is wearing the leather and seven dress. When she sits down, she sits like the male Shepard,
No escape.
like hunched over, her legs spread wide. So she's got this dress, and she's got her legs spread, and it's full camera away, so you can almost see up her skirt.
Back on track.
What they're doing with that is they're taking the camera and they're taking it up for scenes with her when she's sitting, so that way, oh, you can't see it, her legs are spread. It's like, how hard would it be to get somebody to come and mocap a whole new animation where she sits and she has her legs crossed? How much money is that gonna cost? And then with scenes with like Miranda in the second one, you obviously know who I'm talking about with Miranda, with her epic bubble butt. Like, in every fucking time you talk to her, it always focuses on her ass.
Yeah.
It's always like a full-on ass shot, and then you see shove it across the room over her shoulder. They're going ahead and removing those. So anytime you talk to her, so they don't have to reach seats the camera upwards behind her head, so that way, oh, you see the back of her head, you don't see her butt anymore. It's just like, you're really putting a band-aid on nothing. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just the only people that are really complaining are the idiot parents that don't know how to read a game rating on the
I mean, people
case.
act like it's the 90s still on this shit.
What?
People act like it's a goddamn 90s still on that crap. People realize video games have changed.
Yeah, it's like fucking, you know, you can't protect your kids from everything, and the stuff you can't protect your kids from is easy to protect them from. By learning how to read a rating on it, saying, oh, this is for adults, so I'm not going to buy this violent game with sex in it for my 10-year-old kid. If they go ahead and sneak over to a friend's house and play it, well, that's on them. You can't protect them at all times. But if you buy the game, you have no right to get pissed off at the developers for making a quote-unquote dirty game. It's so fucking dumb. People are fucking stupid. It's just like, go ahead and make the game the way you want it. If people get pissed off, then tell them up yours. We make the decisions. We make it how we want. If the fans like it, the fans like it. If the fans don't like it, the fans don't like it. Simple as that. We're not going to go ahead and be swayed by you. We're not going to go ahead and let you judge us the way you judged Midway with Mortal Kombat being a violent game back in the day, which created a proper rating system that people don't even abide by in the first place.
I won that match, by the way.
Good, I'm still fucking waiting. I literally got to have to walk around because I was getting so bored of ranting. Oh, I'm so fucking tired. Oh, man. Man, that rant actually gave me a lot of extra time. What do you know? Dead Rising 2 just finished.
Oh, really?
Oh my god.
Well, Dead Rising 2 is not that big of a file size.
I know, but it just finished, so it's just like, good. Oh yeah, like, yes, like, some examples of where people made games that they wanted that they didn't give a shit about were like Sierra when they made the Leisure Suit Larry game. Fucking I think it was Leisure Suit Larry, I want to say 6. No, it might have been 3, where he goes have sex with this hot black chick on the beach. And she asks him for a condom, and then he hands it to her, thinking she's gonna help him put it on him. But then she turns around and she puts it on herself, and then she turns around and she's got this fucking massive fucking hard-on, and I think he fucked him in the ass. And that was back in the, I want to say 89-ish, maybe 90. So back then, that was fucking new, because when that came out, that was around the time Crime Game came out, so that, oh my god, it's chicks with dicks. But it's also a game that had a lot of humor around sex and stuff like that, so it's like, they got away with shit like that back in the day, and people don't even acknowledge that as being dirty.
Well, that's because they have as many restrictions.
Yeah, like back then, it was like Sierra could have gotten a lot of shit and lost a lot of money on it, but no, they still had a lot of fans that played it. But now it's like, oh, you know, we can't let our kids see this shit. It's like, fuck, we had worse back in the 90s. Like, come on now. At least now you should. I think it's because nowadays, oh, the graphics are so realistic looking, blah blah blah. It looks like real people having sex. Like, no, not even.
Are you in the game?
Models aren't that amazing. No, I timed out. So you noticed. I was trying to get into the game and I couldn't.
Well, I heard a sound effect. I figured that meant you get timed out, and I was right.
That's fucking twice now. I'm getting really annoyed with this.
Watch, because I closed the game, reopened, it's gonna say, "Oh, why did you do that?" Even though
I had to.
Even though
I did that.
Even though the
already.
match didn't even start yet.
Oh, I ended up as a mastermind because I was gonna do a match while you were doing that last one, and I was like, I don't want to play mastermind, so I fucking bounced out, and it gave me a warning.
Yeah, I'm
So it's
surprised
like-
in that castle demo. We only saw her that one time, lady, whatever her name is.
No,
And like she,
I know, like,
she didn't even do anything to us either.
I don't think she saw us. Like, I don't think she noticed us. At
I like how
first.
she gets up and the way she walked out that door.
Did you, remind me, did she crouch down to get through that door? Yeah. Oh, wait, no, I'm just finished. Okay. Because as soon as I went in that room, I was like, that door is actually pretty small. I know, but I didn't. It didn't dawn on me now. But as soon as I got into that room, I was like, okay, so I see a hallway that leads to what looks like caves, and I see the door she went through. And I wasn't sure if I should try to go through there, so I tried. I was like, oh, it's locked. That kind of sucks. I figured that's where I was supposed to go, and the other way was just like nothing. Yeah. Because I was actually kind of hoping I could follow her, see where she went. Yeah. And I'm still really wishing I would pay more attention to that painting I saw. I could go ahead and try to figure out what that Bug Sister's name was.
Oh, that.
She at least confirmed her name wasn't Cassandra.
I love like that castle though. It looked badass.
Right? Like I said, it reminded me a lot of like the foyer. It looks so RE1-ish. Like the layout felt very RE1-ish. It's like there's like 2 doors on the bottom floor.
Yeah. Well, I know you ain't gonna like hearing this, but it reminded me of that dollhouse in Code Veronica.
The Code Veronica one, I think they were just playing off the same layout as
Why
the
not?
RE1
No, but
mansion.
the funny thing is, like, in her room, there was straight up with a record player, and it looked just like the one pretty much from Code Veronica later on in the game where you got to put that record in there to make the bed go down or whatever.
Oh, I didn't look at it clearly. Did it look actually like Alexia's record player?
No, it just reminded me of it.
Oh. You know what? I actually kind of want to go ahead and take a better look at it and see if maybe it's like the same kind of records, like the massive
You see
like, gold.
You see what I was talking about?
gold-looking
How
ones?
that statue looked just like the one from Code Veronica, the one where it's, you know, you go through it and it's like you go to Alexia's room.
Oh, where you had to place the eye in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, well, yeah, like, but vehicle. That was.
Man, it
came
reminded
out
me of it. I remember
right.
in Code Veronica, you go through that statue.
Yeah.
It's a door. I mean,
Well, remind me. You through that statue in Code Veronica?
Can you what?
Did you need a key to get through that statue in Code Veronica, or did you just push it open?
You just go up to it, tap X, and go to it.
Okay, so it wasn't as
Yeah,
you
didn't need no key item for it.
like, yeah, it wasn't as elaborate as this one.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? It's funny. I probably if I had more time, I probably would have actually looked closer at my items and would have noticed that that ring was
I mean, I saw notes and
key
stuff,
was
but I didn't read them
actual key.
because I was like, well, I don't got time to read.
Yeah, like I actually did take time to read that one note because there's only 3 lines, and that's what kind of
I'm like, I'm on a
reminded me
damn,
what that
I'm on a damn time
dude's
limit.
name was.
I mean, I give Capcom this, I guess. I mean, it's an hour instead of fucking 30 minutes like the RE2 demo was.
But still, it's like, because you get so caught up in trying to look around, you literally waste time because, like, oh, well, everything looks so pretty and shit like that. And then by the time you start looking around, it's just like, oh, time up. And you're like, fuck.
Well,
Wasting
when I
time.
play
And
for
you
the
get,
combat, and you get a taste of the combat, them werewolf things don't play, I timed out.
That was you?
Yeah, I timed out.
Yeah, like, those werewolf things, like,
They don't fuck around.
because I, like, well, like, that, again, that's where I'm kind of getting pissy in the beginning, is I was like, what would be considered the base level zombie equivalent in the game? And it just seemed like those kind of werewolves seemed more like they'd be like
Powerful.
mini bosses or elite enemies. I didn't expect them to be like low level,
You talking about the amount of damage they did?
one shot, one kill type enemies. What you mean? What do you mean?
You talking about the amount of damage they did was pretty strong.
Well, I don't know. I had casual, so I don't know how much damage they did. But I was caught off guard by.
Well, as you know, I kept dying.
Because. Yeah, but that's what really threw me. It was like, because I've gotten so used to like, oh, you get bit in all Resident Evil games when you get grabbed, or in 7, you don't get bit, you just get slapped around like a bitch. But seeing a close-up bite to your neck from like a first-person perspective really fucking really bothered me because it was
It did look awesome,
really
though.
fucking scary. See that face so close.
I mean, I will say, man, I don't know. We still got a whole fucking game to play, but just from the demo, Ethan did seem more not robotic as much.
What do you mean robotic?
You remember how in the 7th
In what
game?
way?
Remember how I told you how I felt about him in the 7th game? He just felt not even like a human. He just felt like whatever the fuck he was. I mean, he ain't a Steve, but he was just he didn't react to anything.
Yeah, like he was just desensitized from minute 1. Like nothing bothered him. He didn't get freaked out at all. Like he gets his arm chopped off and then he walks it off like a fucking hero. You mean like that kind of robotic? Like
Well, I mean, like just the
Nothing.
way he acted, he was so stale.
yeah, like I said, like he got his arm cut off with a chainsaw and then he walks it off like it's nothing.
I just
then he
remember the
finds a
first time
handgun.
I timed out again.
Like he gets his hand cut off and then he
I remember the
literally
first time
just
I played the
goes
game.
and picks up a gun to fight
Man,
off
I
Mia.
laughed. At
it's
first, I
nothing.
said, "Oh shit!" She cut his hand off. Then I also said, was also laughing because his ass didn't react to it. Like, what the fuck? He didn't even react to it. I was laughing so hard at it.
Yeah, well, it's like they played him off as like this superhero from like right out the gate. Like, oh, I got my hand cut off. Well,
I mean, like
I'm gonna
I
go
said,
and
I
kill my
mean-
wife for cutting off my hand. It just seemed, and like the pacing didn't seem too good. Just like because it's just like he didn't take time to acknowledge the fact that he's missed fucking hand and then try to find something to patch it up and stop him bleeding out. No, he literally, oh, found a gun. All right, payback me. I'm gonna fucking blow your goddamn brains out. It's just like, really? That's it? It's like you got over that stump a little too quickly. Like you're walking around with a handgun and now you're bleeding out still.
Like I said, he's not the first.
It's just not believable. Like I think in like the first Resident Evil they had a bit more emotion because it's like they reacted properly. They get shocked. It's like, oh my god, fucking zombies. What am I gonna do? It's like, well, I can't kill it. Shoot in the head. Oh, that worked. But it's like every time a new creature came out, they would react properly. It was like they weren't a badass who was like, okay, I'm gonna go. I know how to kill this thing. It was just like, what do I do? I have this fucking shotgun, but will this be enough to fight this thing off? Should I just run for it? It was like that was proper. Ethan, it was like I said, he gets his hand cut off. And then he fucking walks it off like a champ. Doesn't take time to go ahead and patch himself out, doesn't it? He fucking finds a handgun and his first thought is, okay, time to go get payback on my wife for cutting off my hand, and then I'll worry about the fact that I'm bleeding to death after. It's like, fuck. It makes no sense. But at least in this, he seemed to have a bit more like human like emotion. Especially when he ran into the people and it's like, whoa, hold on. I'm not one of them. Don't shoot me, I'm fine. Like, that seemed more believable, because that's something you would do in a real situation. Like, you walk into a house, someone's got a fucking machete, you're gonna go ahead and panic and be like, I swear,
Who are you fighting for? Are there people
I
you care
don't
about?
mean no harm type shit.
Your
It's
death
like,
will save
no,
them.
he did get shot.
Hey,
He got
bitch, I'm
scared
not
for a
afraid of
second.
you.
So yeah, I do kind of agree with
Please,
what you meant about
reconsider.
him being
You don't
too
have to
mechanical.
activate that.
Darn it, this is locked.
You there? Hey, Elias, get out of here. This is between me and her. I just kept looking at him and then just nudged at him and then he ran.
My ass.
I think he shot you because you were moving. So I just gave him the stick eye and then I just kind of nudged at him and he ran off.
You're just like, that's my goddamn,
Must fix this
my
myself.
goddamn pizza ass. Get away.
I was like, that's my Snow White.
My Snow White.
Like your bitch. Yeah, Snow White, Cad Pad, Camo.
The more cooler version
Biker
of Snow
booty.
White.
I will handle this myself.
The only thing that kind of sucks about that outfit is your butt's not shiny. You know, they're not made of leather.
I like that damn outfit that I won't. Can't get for some reason.
Oh, I just noticed you're both good enough to use this weapon.
I cannot idly lie while you attempt to use that.
My ammo! Yeah, where's the ammo when you need it?
Oh no, get up! No!
Out of bullets!
God damn it! I always miss at point blank range with fucking shotgun. The fucking spread with this thing is horrible. I swear, I think it's got a choke on it instead of a spreader.
Let's not do that again.
I will say playing that demo another thing. I mean, the RE2 and 3 make look awesome on the RE engine, but man, like Village is gonna look even better somehow.
Well,
No.
I did take a
I do
little
not think you will be
bit of
using
a
this
good
route.
look at the area and the distance and like sky and stuff like that. And I actually did kind of do a double take or something like that. I was like, is that
Accept
real?
your demise.
Like, is that like a real footage? Or is that animated? I couldn't tell. It looked a lot more realistic.
Out of bullets!
Just the area in
Oh,
general.
I'm sure you know that Resident Evil 9's already been in development since 2018.
9?
Yeah. It's confirmed, and then until you, the reason I'm bringing this up, it's confirmed Resident Evil 9 and 8. I mean, they're part of a
Even should you
trilogy.
proceed, I will stop you yet.
The what?
Resident Evil 8 is halfway through the trilogy. Of the 7, 8, 9 are like a part of
I
a, like
need
a
to buy
trilogy.
some time.
Well, I assume so, because they're all probably going to be Ethan again, and it's all going to be first person.
So whatever happens in this one leads up to 9, so I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Well, let's just assume that eventually they'll go back to the third-person games, and
There are more
they'll
of
bring
you
back
alive
Chris. So
than
let's
I'm
assume that
projected.
they don't kill off Chris in Village.
But my thing is, how much of 7 would they even really mention? You know, the Bakers and stuff. Like, I won't be surprised they don't mention
Creatures
them
should
at
never
all,
have been
really,
made.
or anything that happened in 7, barely.
They prove useful
Well,
here.
we don't know that yet.
I know, but
Yeah,
Come on.
because I
where's my
guarantee that's
ammo?
gonna be the first 5 minutes. It's gonna be like Ethan
well, I
reminiscing
know in
about
7 we find out about.
the nightmares.
Well, I know in 7 we find out about Blue Umbrella and all that stuff. I mean, yeah, we
surprised
find
you
out
made it so
in that game,
far.
but
However, I must complete your eradication.
We barely got to find out about it. They teased it, but they said we'll talk about it after.
Yeah, they
we only got
teased it-
like a small
they
snippet.
teased it in the main campaign. But then they talked about it more, well, a little more in Chris's game. Well, DLC story.
Yeah,
I'm not doing so
but
well here.
they still didn't give enough.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's obviously
It
there
is-
to set up shit.
Yeah, like like they said, we'll talk about it after the mission's done. And the most you really got information on is through a report
something got
down.
I mean, I'm looking forward to playing. I mean, I'm looking forward
in
to
a file?
playing. I'm looking forward to playing Resident Evil 8. But goddamn it, where's Revelations 3?
I know.
Brutish.
I literally had the same mindset on that as me. Like,
Like, it's been 6 years.
Does it-
I mean, God.
yeah, and I still want to know who's gonna be in it.
Like, I want
Let
Revelations
Becker
2's
come back,
story
hopefully.
continued. Like, it
Where's the ammo
ended
when
pretty
you need it?
badassly, actually.
well, yeah. I mean, like,
I mean, to me, it ended
after-
pretty ballsy. Like, Alex won in the end, pretty much.
Make your peace.
Yeah, but I did like the ending. Like after Claire shows up, how when Barry says he's gonna stay behind, how he does the heroic slow motion walk towards her with his gun to his side.
William.
He's like, oh god, here we go,
We
it's on
must
now.
I always need you,
This
but for
terrible
now,
chapter.
I have this.
This is just unfair now.
Yeah, that was so fucking. That was so badass. It was. You can tell it was really forced and corny, but it was. But
It's a genuine.
way. It was. Yeah, it was very
A nice
Jill
moment.
Sandwich. It was very Jill Sandwich.
Hell, I was surprised we got a second
Exchange.
Revelations at the time.
I'm surprised we got a second Revelations period.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought that Revelations was been done. That's it. I mean, no more. But now they made a sequel, surprisingly.
Dangerous for this world.
Yeah, and they made it episodic too. Because I want.
And Revelations 2 barely has anything to do with the first game.
Shit, that ammo. Randy.
Yeah, actually, no, it didn't have anything to do with it.
I think there
There
was.
was
literally no mention of
I
it.
think there was some stuff.
No, I don't think there was any mention of it. Period.
No. You remember O'Neill,
Yeah.
whatever his name was? He mentioned Lansdale.
This was the way this would go.
Yeah, but wait, did you say anything specific about him?
He said Lansdale was right.
It is dead. You can take its key, but I promise you, this is not over yet.
And he said the FBC. He mentioned them too.
Oh.
This is for
Well,
that
actually,
time
didn't
you
he say
forgot
that
my
he
birthday,
was part of the
William.
FBC?
I believe so.
Rather not deal with this shit right now.
No, he was just saying that Lansdale was right in the end.
Fucking what's her face? Natalia. She said she was from Terra Grigia,
Yeah, that too.
the city that got bombed.
Her parents
Yeah,
died there.
that it was like. Yeah, that.
And
to me
also,
was
of
actually
course,
a nod.
that big titty sister within the game, but died just
You
like her
don't
sister.
imagine you can make it.
Yeah, Rachel's sister.
This will be your end.
Oh. Oh, Gina?
Huh?
Gina?
Yeah, her sister.
Yeah,
Time
the one
takes
talking about
all
animal
we
eyes?
love away from us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Gina.
Nah, no, that's Rachel's sister.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. You know that her last name's Foley.
I don't remember either of their names being mentioned. I guess that would make sense because the raid mode has
Rachel
Gina
Well-
as an alternate skin.
for Lady Hunk. Yeah.
Yeah. But what I want is I want more fucking backstory on Jessica and Raymond.
Yeah, I know this is the first
Because-
revelation, just like the second one. It ends on a cliffhanger, or seems like a cliffhanger, and they had still ain't done nothing with it.
Yeah, because it went straight to 5, where I guess they were working for Tricell, but it's like nothing got established. What happened to them? It's like I kind of
Yeah, I
wanted
think
a
they-
bit more closure.
Yeah, I think it's canon that they work for Tricell. They gave them the sample or whatever. Other than that, that's all we know.
I looked it up. I looked up online. It said they moved on to Tricell and met up with like Irving and sold the shit to him. But it was like that was the last mention of it. It's like
Yeah, but it's like the T of this
Well, that's
virus. Like, what did they even?
kind of-
Did they even do anything with it?
well, I don't think Alex's virus ever got used for anything because it was just a fear induction.
Well,
it wasn't
she was-
even
yeah,
specifically
the-
a virus.
And she also used Ouroboros.
Well, hers I don't cause any kind of Ouroboros
No,
mutation.
no, that's what. No, they were. God damn it! Had you left?
I timed out. Yeah, I timed out.
No, the Ouroboros. I hate saying that word. It's so weird to say. The Ouroboros virus.
Ouroboros.
Whatever. It was It was in the game.
Just call it just call it Ouroboros. Or call it the World Serpent.
or Uro virus.
Ouroboros. Call it that.
Well, that virus. Well, let me just say virus 5. I mean, the RE5 virus. It was there. Some of the monsters were infected by it.
I didn't see any remotely
And
similar.
O'Neill, that's what he was infected by. He injected Ouroboros into
Oh,
himself.
okay, yeah. All right. That is the only time I ever saw anything close to it. Because he did have the black tendrils and shit like that.
Yeah.
But
Hey, where do they
all the
like
other creatures
Nemesis?
is like,
I know why they did it on purpose, but he looked like Nemesis on purpose. His face did, I mean.
when you his face didn't turn into Nemesis.
No, it
did
looked like Nemesis.
Are you kidding? Fucking Birkin looked like Nemesis in 2 remake when he killed Mr. X and he grew the Nemesis head on his shoulder.
Found out why I did.
Yeah, so did I. But yeah, it was really kind of weird that like he kind of had like a Nemesis growing out of his shoulder and shit like that.
I don't think it looked like that.
But like, and then you got 6 that had the C virus
See,
from Neo Umbrella. So I kind of to know the new group. What was the name that launched the attack in with Javos?
know all that.
Yeah, what was the dude's name again?
Spencer?
The Leon's nemesis.
I don't know why I said Spencer. I mean, Simmons.
Okay. Yeah. So he
God damn it.
fuck him and him and ran Neo Umbrella. So, does that have any connection to classic Umbrella? And if so, is it possible some of their agents might be working for Blue Umbrella, infiltrating the BSAA?
Maybe, but I never really liked the Neo Umbrella shit. It was just kind of thrown in there as, because why not?
Like a last second thing. Yeah, because it was just like, well, you know, Umbrella's already infamous for Raccoon City, and it's the first thing people think of when they think of Resident Evil. But then
I mean, I get that's not Umbrella. It's Neo Umbrella. Like, I know it's not them, the original ones, but still, I don't know.
Well, Neo Umbrella just means new umbrella. That's basically
well,
what
didn't that woman, not a hero, didn't she tell Chris some of the members in Blue Umbrella are some of the original workers from the
yes. She said she is from classic Umbrella, from Red Umbrella.
Like some of them are been there since the regular Umbrella.
Yeah, I believe that's what she said. But was that they were remnants from the first Umbrella, from the Raccoon City incident.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, Umbrella had a lot of people who worked for them.
So I'd assume they're. But see, here's the thing. All right, originally there's two factions of Umbrella. There's red and white. I think white was literally just they were. Unless I have them backwards, I think white was.
I know White Umbrella was mentioned.
Umbrella. Well, I think it was mentioned even in the books that I think White Umbrella was the one that was the pharmaceutical side. They were the legit company for.
I know White Umbrella was mentioned as far back as the original version of Resident Evil 1 in '96, like for real.
Yeah, but I think White Umbrella was literally just they were the pharmaceutical company that the world knew, and they were a legitimate.
Anyway, I mean, Chris
pharmaceutical company, but Red Umbrella were the side that were taking that were creating bioweapons and selling them.
I mean, Chris didn't know.
Because they ran under the name Umbrella, White Umbrella just seemed like a legit company, so they were a good cover for Red Umbrella to sell bioorganic weapons to world leaders. So that I think is what that was.
Plus another thing.
And I guess Blue Umbrella is like, I don't know, Blue Cross Blue Shield trying to pent for what Red Umbrella did. So that's why they still have white on their symbol, because they're a legit pharmaceutical company, but they don't want to be associated with Red Umbrella. They replaced it with Blue Cross Blue Shield Umbrella.
Plus another thing, Chris and them, they knew there were most of Umbrella's people who worked for them were regular people. I mean, most of them were.
Yeah, like I said, those were people that actually worked for White.
Will take both your time and
that actually did legitimate.
Probably only a small percent. Probably only a small percent of the company was actually evil.
That's what I'm saying. Like, well, there's what? Let's see.
Plus,
there's
Umbrella.
There's 8 points to the Umbrella, so there's about 50% of the company was a legitimate pharmaceutical company, and then.
Well, the red and white makes sense because that's in the damn logo.
Shit, that ammo.
Well, yeah, like the red is literally just the military side, and white is about saving people's lives.
I know this is people. I know people always say this, but do you think they would possibly bring Wesker back in 8 or 9?
No.
Huh?
Oh, bring him back? I don't know.
What surprised me?
I would assume if anything, it would be
Fuck, where's
there
my
happened
ammo?
to be a third surviving Wesker child that Spence probably forgot about when he was talking to Wesker.
You know, now some people didn't even know, but Wesker was one of the reasons Umbrella fell.
I cannot sit
Well,
idly by while you attempt to
No,
use
because
that.
all those years he was with,
About him.
all those years he worked for them, he really secretly kind of had his own separate company, really.
I must fix this myself.
Well, he was
This will be over
more
soon.
or less the founder for Tricep.
Your
Like
continued
Excella may
efforts
have been
only
the
place
head of it,
humanity in
but
great
he
danger.
was her boss.
God damn it. Yeah.
So
Not doing
what
so
I
well.
think is if anything, not actually.
Shit, where's the ammo
Actually,
when you
this
need
might
it?
sound kind of weird.
I mean, because the
but
year Umbrella fell.
I think there's a chance. I think there's a chance
Your
that
deaths will be
it might
further
turn
evidence
into another weapon that he has virus in
and
them.
its byproducts are
And it's just a
too
ticking
dangerous.
time
Well, I
bomb
doubt
before
we're
it
ever gonna
actually
see Jake again, so.
his mind. I think another Western will come back it'll be him because if anything, it's like, oh, he believed his father was Maslow and he was gonna do a good thing, compensate with
Fuck, where's my
pure
ammo?
blood.
Yeah, but
I think what
yeah,
he
but,
does
Fighting harder.
learn more
Yeah,
about
but
his
we're
father
never gonna see him
more
again.
revenge
We
on
don't.
Chris.
It don't even matter talking about Jake. We ain't gonna see him again.
Well, I mean, as far as we know, like that could be something
overcome
they
your
changed
resistance
last
with
second. Like,
strength.
oh, we'll bring him back, make him Wesker 2.0 because like I said, it could be a whole
Shouldn't take
he
much
takes
longer
after his
now to
father
finish things up.
down the road type deal. Like he
There's
finds
so
out
much
more about
more
his
I
father
must
and
do.
realizes, oh, this guy's
But thank
actually
you for
not.
making this easy for me.
This guy actually knew what he was doing. Shit like that, and it's just like
You are-
now he wants revenge on Chris even more than before, and he actually wants to
Far faster than I had predicted.
complete his work.
I will
Now he
have to
goes,
make
Hey,
adjustments.
I can make a lot more money
Teach him to make jokes about my
doing what my father did than I would be a mercenary. So why not just go ahead and use my blood and my superpowers
Well, I remember like
to become a badass?
when that first trailer came out for RE8, people were just thinking
Will be
maybe
your end.
they're probably just like descendants of the original families of Umbrella. That's people's theories, at least.
Well, that's what I'm thinking because, like I said, you didn't watch the trailer or even watch close enough. But there was
God damn it.
literally
Not imagine
there's
you
literally
can
a
make it
giant
out in time.
like ring, like in a field, and it had
I know.
this. Yeah, it had like a pedestal in the center. It had four symbols. I
just
think there was a
unfair.
lion, might have been a
This one
bird,
as I
and two other
predicted.
things. But dead center was the umbrella symbol.
I know. I saw it.
So what seemed weird about it is like what this has to do with vampires and werewolves because again, like I was saying from day one, it's not Biohazard 8 because what's Biohazard about immortal creatures. So it's just like
I don't know
now
why
it
you
makes
think
more
that's
sense
so
to me.
weird. Like
This
Like
Well,
all
now-
the stuff,
now
all
it
the
seems
all the stuff that's been in Resident Evil. To me, it fits. It ain't weird to me.
Well, no, it's like because once you look at it, it's like everything was just something created by some kind of virus. It was always zombies, stuff like that. It fit with like all zombie movies have come out in the last 50 years. It's always been some kind of virus, with the exception of Walking Dead, which it was obviously people just came back from the dead. But with this, it's like
Well,
where's
it
the,
was a virus. What are you talking about?
where are the BOWs in this?
What are you talking about? It was a virus in Walking Dead.
Well, it technically wasn't specifically a virus. It was literally once people die, they come back as a zombie, even if they're not bit. I remember that.
Yeah, it's because the
that was
virus
what
is
that-
in them. Everybody's carriers of it.
Yeah, the whole world is carriers of it, but technically it's not a virus if the whole world already has it. It's more like a curse. It's literally just Armageddon, and people turning into zombies is basically like a rapture or something. Like the second they die, they come back to zombies.
I don't think it's that kind of religious bullshit. I mean, I think it's just a virus, personally. I mean,
Well, I mean, it's like what caused the virus? Was there like a nuclear fallout that?
well, that's not the
infected
show's
the entire
fault.
world?
I mean, that's just Robert Kirkman. He says he knows what caused it, but he's, maybe one day he'll say what it is. I don't know.
I literally like because when they went to that facility in what was it, season 5, we got to that the CDC.
That's the
So
first season.
Okay, so when the guy whispered,
Yeah, but that
Rick
wasn't in the
at the end.
that wasn't in the comics.
Rick-
that was new for the show when they did that.
Yeah, but Rick literally said, he said that there is no cure, there is no virus. Whether we die getting bit or not, we come back as a zombie regardless. So we're just taking time bombs, basically. So it wasn't necessarily
No,
a
I
virus
think-
in that respect.
He's just saying there's no cure because, well, they couldn't make one in time. The only country they said that lasted the longest was France, and they apparently got close to something, but they lost contact because the world shut down.
Yeah, but what they also said was that even if somebody dies and it's not from a zombie, they'll still come back from the dead. And
I know.
it will. It's like you don't need to get bit to turn. You will turn, whether you try to prevent it or not. Which is kind of like, it is kind of like when you try to cut off a limb to stop the virus from spreading. It's like it didn't stop. It's just you cut off a limb, so now if you get shot in the stomach and bleed to death, you're gonna come back as an armless zombie because you didn't get bit. Unless you shoot yourself in the fucking head, you're coming back no matter what.
I know, but it's a virus. That's why they cut their hand off.
Yeah, and that doesn't even do anything. It's like
Yes, it will. It's proven.
like
Herschel lived.
it
He got bit in the leg. They cut his leg off. Then he lived.
yes, but again, if he would have said got shot and bled to death after, he'd come back.
Well, yeah,
Regardless,
because you can't treat that really. If it
Well,
depends
but-
where you got hit at.
Well, no, like technically, what it is you're not dying from like a zombie infection. You're literally dying from a normal infection from disease. Like, so first of all, you're dying from blood loss from a bite, and you got bit by something that's really disgusting, possibly has like, I don't know, HPV or something like that, and now you're dying of like a sexually transmitted disease, and now that it's mixed with your blood, it's just gonna go ahead and kill you from the inside faster. So once you die, you're not dying from like a biological disease. You're dying from infection and blood loss, and you're the other way because you're gonna come back as a zombie whether
Well, what you
treat
gonna
that
think
shit or
whenever
not.
they realize it's a virus? What you gonna say then?
They do what?
Huh?
When they do what?
Well, what are you gonna say when they one day they learn more about it? Yeah, it was a virus.
Well, you know that's not gonna happen because Walking Dead's gonna end in one season, and it's just
No, it ain't.
That's gonna be the
the
end of
main
that.
show. The main show's gonna end, but they already had spin-off shows planned, and they got the Rick movies.
But again, it's just like they'll never play it up like that. Like even other zombie movies,
Take
Like,
pants with
because
useless
it's 2 hours long.
bombs.
It's like
I do that.
They-
It's in
they're
the-
They're doing
only
like
with
3
people-
Rick
Hey,
movies
I
today.
like that. Why don't you come down here? Let's see what you're made of.
have you ever seen a zombie movie where they actually find a cure? No, they always just run away to Canada, and that's it.
Gonna need
Well,
to
I know in
break
the comics,
That-
when
that-
whenever Robert Kirkman decided to end it, I mean, at the end, they killed all the walkers on the planet pretty
I
much,
would
but
not
they
make
never
this easy
found
for
out.
you.
They never made a cure, so they just accepted it.
Got a locked door here.
Yeah, because I don't think he wants it to end on a hot note. He wants it to be sad as possible. It's like
If it's here, I'll
it's like
find it.
they find out there is no cure, so mankind's just gonna die anyway. This is what the gods want. They want
No, but
people
they
to
cleared.
suffer and
They ain't sent a walker in like 10 years.
well, I know, guys. With no fresh food to eat, they just die out. They
Mean
rot,
green
shit like
always-
You
that.
cannot
But
run away so easily.
No, because they killed them all.
what? Yeah, and then what happens when the survivors die from natural causes? They're still gonna turn.
Well,
Could be
yeah,
the
but
last
they
zombie
had
alive.
years of dealing with that, so
Yeah, but again, it's literally like there would be no cure anyway. So it's gonna be the last people alive. No point populating. Put the gun in your mouth and get it over with.
I can handle this.
well,
Because
in the comic, the outbreak happened in the outbreak happened in 03. The show would happen in
This is the
2010.
best you can do.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. Like, they literally would. Have you ever seen a zombie movie that actually had that as a thing where, oh, it turned out there was an actual cure? Aside from the fucking end of Resident Evil last
Get it
chapter,
over
which
with.
we both
Stop
determined
That shit.
Money for me.
made no sense.
I always, well, hell, they already had an antivirus in the first movie. I always thought it was stupid. They already have the cure, but then somehow it still spreads outside Raccoon City. I always thought that was retarded.
What else could have been expected?
Well,
from
that's because it got
setting
through the
children
ventilation
against
system,
me?
and I think it still spread the same way it did in Resident Evil 2 through like rats in the
No,
vents and
but
stuff
they already
like
in that
so-
universe they already have a cure in literally the first fucking
Yeah, but-
movie, and they could inoculate the entire population.
I remember, I think the guy that got it, that stole it, I think he used it on himself, and then he immediately got torn to shreds by a licker. And then the hive closed, even with antivirus
That's
still
another thing.
inside
And then
the thing.
like the Red Queen makes no sense. If they no one know in the real world, if an AI knows there's a virus inside there, it would incinerate the whole fucking place. Like, it would get rid of the
Well-
virus by literally
well,
incinerating
yeah.
the whole fucking place.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, think of who built the place, and if there was an outbreak, do you not think that that place, not only is it a place to develop it, but it is also a testing ground
I
for
know,
the capabilities of it? So I'm not gonna put in.
but I feel like, I mean, I know Umbrella is, but I just feel like they still would have that in there just in case they need to get rid of all of them.
No, because that's the thing. It's like I think that's technically the plans of whoever created the facility is they intended for it to get out so that they could test it on the world. But
Then another thing, the beginning scene, like,
they're literally gonna seal all survivors
Timed up.
indoors. They're literally gonna seal the survivors indoors, so that way they all get infected and they can go ahead and watch from
and then another thing,
safety of the
literally,
underground
literally
facility
the
they're in.
fucking first scene in the second movie, they go down to see what happened down there. They open the hatch up, and they see like
Yeah, and
red dots coming, and they have time to shut the door, but they just don't do it for no dumbass reason.
No, they would have had time. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, they had time to close. They saw.
Did
them-
you not see how slow those doors opened? You think the doors were
Well,
just
even
slam
still,
shut?
they saw them coming, and the amount of virus that was in the air. They're like, all right, yeah, let's close this bitch up.
The people that went down, I don't think they were trained for it. I think they were literally just mercs for the UBCS.
We never have me go. I can't hear anything.
I literally
I can't
think they were
hear- I
just
can't help it.
mercs for the UBCS.
What are you saying?
Case in point, second movie had Carlos's team. They didn't know what the fuck they were expecting. When the team went down to expect it, they were literally just mercs. They didn't know that.
I actually thought they did a decent
run into
job on
zombies.
Carlos' character, in my opinion. It's funny. I
Well,
actually like his character in the movie, and I did the fucking game.
Well, he was what's his face? He was the guy from the Mummy.
Yeah, I know. No, I mean, I thought they did a decent job. I think they portrayed his character pretty good.
I'm just trying to think.
Nikolai, though, was fucking just so sad and pathetic.
Nikolai was not Nikolai.
I know, right? He was awful. I don't know what they were thinking on his character.
Boy, he wasn't even the commanding officer. First
Yeah,
off.
I know. It made no sense. It's
And
obvious.
he got killed by a fucking dog.
I know, right? I got this bitch. He gets killed right away.
I know, that was so fucking dumb.
If it was real Nikolai, he would have whooped those dogs' ass.
Yep.
And also,
and the guy that
it's
was dragging
canon.
along with them wasn't even Mikhail.
Oh, yeah, I know. And what are you gonna Mikhail? And it was canon. And we know that Nikolai, he was part of the Soviet Union. He was a Spetsnaz.
Well, yeah, he was with Project Watchdog or something.
No, besides that, I'm saying he was Spetsnaz before he, joined Umbrella.
Yeah, well, I got the fucking rank and the trust to go ahead and this is the kind of guy we need. Somebody who will do whatever it takes to get the job done.
No, I'm saying Mikhail, he was old enough
And then they hired this guy to. Well, they hired him to kill off a bunch of potential whistleblowers.
That reminds me. Did you see that picture I sent you?
Of your background?
At that, I'm talking about that picture of Nikolai with his shirt off, talking to Mikhail.
No.
I sent it to you. It's hilarious. I think I did.
Am I gonna get weirded out seeing this?
No, I just thought it was funny. I mean,
Get weirded out seeing a picture of Nikolai with no shirt.
wait, yeah, I sent it to you. Here it is. You just see Nikolai with. You see Nikolai just up on him, no shirt, like he's flirting or something. It's kind of hilarious. I found it on here.
But yeah, it's like, do you know who even played Nikolai in that movie?
I don't even know.
He was like, have you ever seen Freddy vs. Jason?
Yeah.
He was the guy's brother that cut his wrist in the bathtub.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah,
like
there's a guy
that
that
movie
fucking
came
cut
out
his
a year
wrist.
before that. Because Freddy vs. Jason came out in
That-
03.
that was-
Retribution came out in 04. Retribution, I mean Afterlife.
That was-
Fucking Afterlife. Oh my god, whatever the motherfucking second movie is called.
I think it was just Resident Evil 2.
No, it was something else.
'Cause I think Afterlife was number 4.
Not that. Damn, what was it called? Resident Evil.
I think Armageddon was number 3.
No, that RE3 was.
Oh wait, maybe. Oh no, number 2 was Armageddon. I think.
I remember now. Second one was called Resident Evil Apocalypse.
That was close. There was another A name that meant world ending.
And 3 was. What was it called? Retribution? No, that's the last one. God damn it. I usually remember the names.
The last one. The last
No,
one. Was
second to last one.
chapter.
I don't know why I can't remember the names. Usually I do.
see.
Probably because I haven't seen the movies in years. Now I really don't want to watch them again.
What, you're not gonna go ahead and watch your guilty pleasure movies?
I mean, after the CG films came out, you know how good those are. I just really
Yeah,
have,
but
there's
again, they're guilty pleasure movies that
I
you're
mean,
not
yeah,
you're not
but-
willing to
but,
admit to
I mean,
liking.
I literally, why do you think I'm scared? I literally told you I did like some parts of them. They're not all shit, but they're still not. I just, there's no point in watching them ever again. I mean, in my opinion. I mean, there really
I still watch
isn't.
shit like that. I mean, hell, like I just said, I'm one of the few people on the planet that actually liked Mortal Kombat Armageddon. I'd watch that over and over, despite how a lot of people thought of it as a garbage fucking abomination of a movie. But you know what? I liked it. I still go back and occasionally watch the Super Mario movie, which people would think is
Well, alright,
pure
man. I already
blasphemy.
told you what my favorite one is. It's the third one, and yeah, it's funny. Paul W.S. Anderson, he didn't even direct that one. That was the only one he didn't direct.
Okay, so it was Resident Evil, then Apocalypse, then Extinction,
Yeah, Extinction.
then Afterlife, then Retribution, then Final Chapter.
I mean, I used to think I timed out, motherfucker.
God damn it.
I used to think the first movie was the worst, but you know, like I said, after seeing the final chapter, it's definitely the big turd.
Well, I mean, the first one still had a lot more attention to it, so it was just like, it was
I
actually
don't know.
good.
I just hate the first
Because the first one didn't have superpowers. It was
one. I
actually,
mean, yeah, but like,
oh shit, we're low on ammo. What are we gonna do?
I don't know
And
what
she
it
finds
is
out
about
that
it.
she was just like ex-security.
I don't know what it is about the first one. I don't like it. Well, hell, literally,
not
most
like it.
times I went and I already told you this, though. The main reason I went and saw those movies is to make fun of them. They're fun to just fucking just rip to shreds.
I don't think I would ever go to see a movie just to go ahead and talk
No.
shit about it. Just
No, I know. Because each
because
movie,
if I know I'm not
No,
gonna
I
like
know
the movie,
what
I'm gonna sleep in the theater.
I know what I'm getting into. All those movies, every one of them were the same, and how the plot was, all the shit. And me and my my stepbrother, the night we saw the final chapter in the theaters, we were laughing our ass off. How awful it was. That's literally why we went and saw it, because we knew it was going to be shit.
Well, for me, like, I know for a fact that if I knew I was gonna hate a movie and I went to see it,
But
I literally-
but the sad thing
I
is,
literally would just sleep through it.
yeah, the sad thing is, we knew it was going to be shit. But oh my god, we didn't know it was going to be a fucking, oh my god, so bad that it's just like, what the fuck?
Like I said, I
Fucking dumpster fire, like, oh my
I
god.
really go
like,
ahead. I would literally only go see a movie that was like that I knew I was gonna hate that much. If I was
and
really,
another thing,
if I really needed help sleeping.
Another thing, I started a tradition of watching those movies. The first one I saw in theaters was Afterlife. That came out in 2010. I watched that one in theaters. I watched every one of them after that in theaters. And I have good memories watching those movies in theaters, obviously. Why am I even talking about them to begin with? I mean,
I think 2 and Last Chapter were the only ones I ever saw in theaters.
And I remember...
And Last Chapter was the only one I actually went to see on my own with nobody with me. So it was, I guess, a bit more like a guilty pleasure thing.
And I remember the day I went and saw...
I
remember the day I went and saw Retribution in theaters. That was the same day I got Operation Raccoon City for myself. And I saw that movie that day. And it was a good day. And it was a very good day. Nah, but good memories. Though.
It's probably a good day as you got home, started playing Operation Raccoon City, because you're like, oh god, this is so much better than the piece of shit movie I just watched.
Well, like I told you, though, Retribution and all, they're decent fun, but I'm saying that last one, Final Chapter, was so fucking horrible that, no. It was, well, like I said, it was still funny as fuck how shitty it was.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, though, right? Because when have you ever
Especially
seen
on the
good,
scene.
And I literally mean
We
a good
laugh, I know,
video game movie.
but the scene that really did it for us, where I lost my, me and him were laughing so, I know we were loud as fuck, we didn't give a fuck though. But man, I literally really lost my shit on that scene when Wesker dies by a fucking door.
I thought that was I was so pissed off. I was like, what the fuck? He can heal that.
No, me and him were laughing so hard because it was
The wheels
out of
fate led
fucking
you
nowhere.
to a strange place today.
He got his
Let us
hand
see
chopped
if you will walk away.
and he couldn't grow
And then
it. And he
me and
cried.
him, me and him laughed.
Cried like a
Let's do
bitch.
this.
And then me and him laughed on the part whenever the guy who's been chasing him the whole movie, he found out he's a clone. He's died by himself. I'm like, well, okay, he's dead.
And of all things, he's the only one that was able to kill
I remember.
the real version of
I
himself.
remember. It was me, my
How,
step.
like he can predict all outcomes of what Alice is gonna do, but he couldn't predict what his one-handed
If that was
self
something
is
you
gonna
needed.
do. He fucking stabbed him right in the
But,
fucking
Sometimes
throat.
it's easiest
But,
just to do things yourself. You understand me.
Like, it was me, my stepbrother, my mom, and sister who went and saw it that day. And I remember we walked out of the theater. They said they actually thought it was good, and me and both of my stepbrother looked at them like, "What the fuck are y'all talking about?" I was telling them, man, that was like the shittiest movie I've ever seen in my life.
Fate will find a land for you.
Are you gonna have an
This
audience with
really
you
is
when you
not a
play,
very efficient way of ending your life.
play 8?
But
What do you mean?
there's our roadhouse.
Because from the last from the few seconds that we played this, and then hearing your sister go ahead and go, wait,
Hey,
you're
look, turn off
we're making another one? Why wasn't I told? It's like, oh,
Oh, you're
man,
talking about
that'd be
my
fucking
cousin?
hilarious to go that. Yeah, your cousin. It's like, you should have
Didn't she
a
didn't
full
know about 8
audience.
or something? I
It
can't
feels
remember.
no pain.
Yeah, she
The
was
perfect
shocked.
machine
She sounded really
doesn't
shocked.
devour.
Yeah, didn't I tell her? Didn't I say, oh yeah, they're making 8? You didn't know?
Yeah. Well, that's what I was joking about for,
Hey, she knows about the big titty lady now.
Like,
She
oh,
knows about the
she's
big titty lady though. Yeah.
oh, great. But yeah, like, you should have an audience.
I mean, she had an actual name, but I don't know how you pronounce it. You might as well call her Lady Dominatrix. I mean, you might as well call her that.
Well, because I very vaguely heard it's not Ethan. It's either Ethan or Duke, the weapon
Why did
seller.
I bother building all of these
Said her
mechanisms
name,
for you if
and
you're
I
going
think
to
they
move so
did-
slowly that
Even
the
though
justice
I've
with
only
that
seen
lip
one
could
trailer
overtake you?
of the game, I knew about the shop guy. I knew about that.
I thought
Get
it
on
was
with
the
it.
fucking
This is
old
death or
clone.
glory, not a race
I
where you
wasn't
get the prize for
expecting-
participation.
That massive
Badass.
hunk of meat. Yes.
Yeah, I gotta know. I'm sure they'll explain why the fuck he's that big.
Well, I'd assume they would have to. As soon
And
as
also
Ethan
explain
meets
how
him.
the hell
'Cause
he's
probably
moving
gonna be
around.
freaking out. Oh yeah. I didn't give it any thought. That guy had multiple shots. Because that guy was in one spot in a
Get
room.
on with it. This is death or
What am I
glory, not
looking
a race where you get
at?
the prize for
I
participation.
literally did a double take.
Okay, you found
And
it.
you heard me
Yeah, we
freaking out.
died.
What the fuck is that?
Or not.
Why did
We
I
got it.
bother building all of these mechanisms for you if
I
you are
got
going
the last
to move
two.
so slowly that the tortoise with a
But
lip could
skip my
overtake
teeth.
you?
Literally with like less than a second left.
Doesn't matter. They're
I
going to
was
win.
told,
Production start.
give Alex whatever she needs. But you are under no
Uh-oh.
obligation.
He could
Fight
if
him if you
everyone else
wish. It
took
makes
the
no
fucking
difference.
heels. and doesn't leave me to find all the puzzle pieces. I don't know what's going on with you, but I was like,
What?
I'm literally on my own
You
here.
found him. But if you were any more
You guys are
stupid,
all at
then
the
Bricks
entrance
would think you're
to
going
the
to take
room,
their
aren't you?
jobs.
So what's some other movies you've seen? They're shit but funny as hell to watch.
This really is not a very efficient way of ending your life. But orders are
Shit, but funny as hell.
I guess you really could say all Steven Seagal's movies. Not all of them, most of them.
Well, that's the thing. I've never actually seen a Steven
You
Seagal
see the
movie.
things you have forced me to do?
God.
I
Me and Chandler watched one last time he was here, and my God, we were laughing.
like honestly,
Good
like if I was gonna go ahead and say a movie that was shit that I enjoyed, I would. My first thought always goes back to Super Mario movie.
Yeah, I forgot you told
To
me.
be
that.
honest,
But I already told you that of all the Resident Evil movies, well, the live-action ones we got, I personally think that 3 is actually the only okay movie.
3 was the one where they killed fucking Carlos.
Do not fight it.
And like I said, it's the only one out of all of them. Paul W.S. Anderson, he didn't direct. Another guy did.
Civilization calls for your death,
And
you
I
resist.
didn't like that
Why?
they fucking killed up Johnny
What do you
Cage
have
in
to
that.
And what?
Well, in the third Resident Evil movie, they killed up Johnny Cage. You don't know who I'm talking about?
Talking about the older Mortal Kombat? First or second one?
For the first one, Lyndon Ashby, the guy who played Johnny Cage,
Who did he
he
play?
played the cowboy.
Oh, that's how he played the cowboy character? Yeah, that
Yeah,
fell
the guy
off.
that fell off the fucking
Yeah,
tower.
it wasn't even
from
zombies
the
who killed him. He literally just falls to his death.
I know. I was really loving him because I was like, that's Johnny Cage. That's my hero. And then literally he fucking falls to his death. I'm like, what? He couldn't even have a hero's death. He
Well,
literally had to die from an accident?
well, besides the first movie, well, in my opinion, besides the first movie and last chapter, to me, like all the other ones, they're not shit movies. They're just okay.
No, they were
movies.
shit.
They're just
I will
okay.
go ahead and I will literally go ahead and speak for you.
They're
and say
just
that they were shit.
bearable. They're just bearable.
It was fucking stupid plot with.
No, I mean they're terrible
the
Resident Evil
zombies.
movies.
They were literally overshadowing the fact that it's a viral infection with zombies
Timed out.
by playing up the fucking clone plots. Like, who the fuck cares about clones? It's a fucking zombie movie.
Well,
You know what actually did a better job at making a fucking zombie movie than those movies? What was it? 28 Days Later.
I never seen those movies. 28 weeks and 28 days.
Oh god, those movies were they were like Resident Evil without any humor to them, and just playing up the scare fighter. They were the equivalent to. They were actually dark Resident Evil movies. They were actually scary.
I've heard like terrifying, like just everybody's
Because
actually happy.
it wasn't made by some bullshit director like Paul W. Anderson. It was.
28 weeks.
They
came out. People were surprised that it
Well,
was actually good.
they were both. They were both British movies. They were like.
Yeah.
They were like. And they know acting because I mean they created fucking Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz and those were probably the greatest movies ever made.
Pretty funny.
But what they did with that it wasn't necessarily like a viral infection. It was per se. It was basically a disease from baboons. and it was basically just rabies. And they called it the rage virus, oh man, the fucking zombie kills in that were insane. It's like watching a Resident Evil movie and not being able to keep your lunch down.
I mean, I've heard of those movies, how bleak they are. There's like no hope, really.
But that's the thing. It wasn't like a huge, big budget movie like Resident Evil was. It was a small movie that made a lot of movie because it was a fucking scary movie.
Resident Evil movies, they got big budgets. They made a fuck ton of money. But
well, that's the thing.
It's sad, all that money they could have used. That's why I'm hoping and praying the movie we get in November, please be good.
Well, that's the thing, right? Because it's like, I think that's why a lot of people like to make video games that are just indie games. Because AAA titles tend to take a shit.
Yeah, I know I'm jinxing this, but I'm hoping that Resident Evil live action we get in November. I hope that it's gonna be good. My reason for this is because, really, like we said, the ones we got, they're not the best. So I feel like they could already do better from the start.
Well, we'll see.
How can you do worse than them? I guess what I'm saying is.
Well, see, that's the thing, because what they're doing is they're not taking liberties with it. They're actually going and making it literally. They're actually trying to make it based directly off the games. They may have to cut a bit, so it's going to be a little messed up.
In production, there wasn't no hell behind it, no production hell. It went smoothly, everything went fine. They filmed it, got done pretty fast, and
which is amazing with COVID and shit.
People were having fun time on set, and they actually shared some of them filming scenes on set. Like they showed it was an exact, not kidding, identical truck from RE2. Semi, and they showed like a camera following in front of it, like it's driving.
Yeah, because that's the thing that you need. You don't want, like, as much as all the major details are important, the minor details are even more important. Like, even going so far as to open the scene in the trucker's cab, focusing on his burger, just focusing on this greasy fucking cheesy burger.
In my opinion, I think that's the biggest thing I'm very curious. How are they going to open the movie? What's the first thing? Like, I wonder what it's going to be.
If they open it on the burger, I'm literally going to flip my shit, because that'll be amazing that they went ahead and went that far to copy the games down to just showing this disgusting burger.
The only thing that scares me,
just sitting on the dash, and then the guy taking a bite out of it.
The only thing that scares me, even if the movie's good, I'm scared they might rush through the first two games. If they really are doing the first two games in one movie, I'm scared they might.
Oh, you know that they are gonna do it, but
I'm scared they're gonna rush through it.
Well, here's the thing. If the movie is an hour and a half long, then it is gonna be shit, because that means they really rushed it. If it's a 2-hour movie, then they might have a bit more detail. A lot of shit will get cut, but it'll be a lot of minute stuff. And they'll probably try to go for at least about an hour per game for the first movie. Which it will be kind of, the pacing will be kind of fucked up, because they'll go within an hour of the movie. Like, they're going to go from the mansion to the...
I need to look it up. I wonder if they even said how long the movie is. I mean, they already been done filming it. They finished filming last year, so I wonder if they announced how long it's going to be.
Like, hey, if they went ahead and made it about as long as like a Harry Potter or a Lord of the Rings movie in like 2 hours 45 minutes to 3 hours, then perfect, because then that means they got enough detail for 2 games in one movie, and it'll be good. If it's an hour and a half long, then it's going to be a lot of cut shit.
Then another thing, I love the title they chose for it. It's called Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City.
I guess that would make sense because isn't that kind of how Leon's arc or Claire's arc opened up? It just showed the Welcome to Raccoon City sign as they're driving in.
Yeah, she's driving into the town. Yeah.
So yeah, that is a cool image. That is like that seems like a really cool like that's perfect poster material. Like there's no shadow silhouettes of people in the dark down the road. It's
another
really
thing,
just
the guy
headlights on the sign.
Another thing, the guy who plays Leon in the movie, he's shown a picture of him on set with the RPD outfit on, and he looked good.
Really? Did he have to dye his hair at all? Because the picture I saw of the guy, he had like black hair and he had like a goatee and shit like that. Did they go ahead and try to make him look young?
Here, on IMDb, they have actual set photos. I'll send them to you real quick.
I'm about to check IMDb right now.
Or you just do that. I closed the game, by the way.
I know. I just sent you like multiple messages.
Wow, I was about to end the video.
God damn it. Not much of a video. How much gameplay did we get? Okay, welcome to Raccoon City. Yeah, like welcome to Raccoon City, home of Umbrella. That is a really cool sign that they chose.
Yeah, it looks just like it. Oh my god, you really love this RPD, just one shot they did with the RPD on fire and zombies in front of it.
Oh, I'm looking at a picture of the gas station on fire.
See, I see the Stars helicopter. It looks just like how it did in Resident Evil 1.
Hold on. I can't get a good look at this picture. Get rid of all the fucking subtitles on the screen so I can actually see it. I can't tell what I'm looking at. It just looks like a bridge. I thought it was a gas station on fire, but guess not. Let's see. Oh, that actually does look like a... That actually does look like the exit to the gate, like with the
and
RPD
the badass
above
thing is like
iron gates.
Even the cop cars are accurate.
I just hope that they kind of got the maze of the cars all throughout, like a lot of cars. Like it'd be like super. It would have to be like really impressive if they went so far as to get cars that looked all like the cars that were in the parking lot, but have them all arranged properly and like all the same color cars. That would be a lot of work to go ahead and do that, but that would be like really impressive.
And then of course, but I also wonder how's the RPD going to look on the inside? How's the mansion going to look on the inside?
There's no pictures to that yet?
No, we don't know.
Man, just put it. All these pictures are literally just pictures of them constructing the wall and the gate for RPD. I haven't seen any other than the gate. We've got through 9 pictures, and it's just a gate being built.
Oh wow, mine it showed like the show set photos that showed like RPD entrance. So one
There's about 17 pictures on here, and I've gone through about like 9 or 10, and they've all just been the gate. I'm not even shitting you. I haven't seen like any other photos yet.
Wow, I don't know why yours doing that. Mine didn't do that.
No, like there's only 17 pictures that I found on the thing, and they're literally just all gate pictures. Okay, here we go.
Oh, you found
Hold on a second. Hold on. There's a bunch of houses and a water tower in the distance. I don't know what I'm really looking at here. Okay, this is after the truck exploded in front of the RPD. There's a bunch of zombies heading over to the gate. So this is obviously after Leon and Claire went through the gate.
It looks like you found the one that I was talking about.
Yeah, the truck's on fire right in front of the RPD. Stars badge. Can't fucking read whose name is on that tag right next to it though.
Yeah, I know whose name that was.
Say broken? Oh, Aiken. Oh, okay. R. Aiken. That's Richards. That's Richards' badge. Yeah, I